It's weekly draws with Pliyo. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are summoning on the new Fire Banned for Vincent Valentine. I saved 300 premium tickets. My goal is OB10. Let's go for it. Without further ado, let's jump in today's content. So, let's see what we have here. One, we started slow. We are building up the slot machine. It's so funny how people call it gacha because like they don't want to say gambling. Anyhow, how are you finding the game lately? Honestly, I haven't tried much on. Is this gonna be like a perfect start? Is this gonna be the perfect first draw, Vincent and Angel? Because if that's the case, I stand by what I said before. I think his new outfit is really sleek, really good. Let's see if it's Angel Weapon as well. Oh, no, it's not the new one. Okay, but this is like extremely good as well. And we have a chance to get the the ultimate weapon from Yuffie. So that's really exciting. Also, I think I heard somewhere, that, I really love the Black Chocobos. I heard somewhere that Barret Ultimate Weapon is coming in January. And also, we will have Seed in January. So, like start saving. Lately, I have found myself like thinking a lot about these utility weapons. And honestly, like Vincent is not utility. It's like pure damage. Angel might bring a bit of utility though. But, I'm going to pull on Vincent and I'm going to start like dropping other units, like even Cloud, for example. Cloud is fantastic. If it's a limited weapon, I might need to pull for it. But lately, he's not getting any feature banner. And now that I'm saying this, I think he's about to get a feature banner this week. I'm just calling it out. I'm calling it here. You heard it here before anywhere else. I think Cloud is going to drop soon with Sephiroth even. Ooh, nice. By the way, what do you think about this revolver? Because I think it's just like classic revolver, 6 bullets, nothing fancy. But it still look good, isn't it? Anyhow, all these premium things that later you need to use crystals, I think they are quite good value for money. Anyhow, so with this banner, I'm not really breaking my own strategy because Vincent is my strategy on summoning for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. But then after that, I'm really going to focus on utility weapons, and mostly it's going to be half anniversaries or anniversaries, or maybe crossovers, maybe. I don't doubt that we will have a new crossover in February. Potentially, we will see. It has not been confirmed or anything. I'm just guessing, like looking into the future. Also, I don't doubt that we're going to break the barrier of damage, and we're going to see bigger multiplications after January. After Seed drops, we're going to see a new level of damage. So that's why these weapons from Vincent, for example, like it's extremely useful for this ranking event that is happening right at this moment. Although when the video is out, it might have left already because I'm going to be streaming for a whole afternoon. And I think this video is going to come in the evening. Well, let's see how it goes. Anyhow, so, nice. Another copy. Very good. Very good. So then all I'm trying to say is like Vincent weapons, they will lose a lot of value quicker than weapons like Angel. Although Angel, as we saw in the previous video, is not the best value right now, but it's still really good. Another thing that I would love for them to think about is like, I would love to see that we get 2 guaranteed weapons per row. I think this game needs to start thinking about how to survive long term. And I think 2 weapons per row is a way for new players to catch up easier with the game, and whales and kraken to spend a bit less, so to make it more sustainable. Because it just doesn't make sense to me that this game is so expensive for the value that it brings. Although, of course, all the games are predatory. Sometimes I was reading a few of your comments, and then there is a feeling of uneasiness, a feeling of like discomfort with like the ratio of like how much content the game is dropping versus banners and things like that. And I agree that I really think they need to bring content that will last forever, such as like the towers. And especially like the towers that they brought in the anniversary, they were extremely fun because one of them was all the previous Crash events that we have seen we finally had the chance to fight that thing. And 2 Vincents, this is sick value. And what I see is that because that is not really coming, all the events are like really fast paced, to be honest. Like if you have a busy week, you're gonna be missing on the ranking events, for example, which is, I understand that ranking is for those people that are play every day, have time every day. Yeah, I understand it's a special thing, but it's almost like the game lately is only catering for whales and krakens, and there is not much space for, at least in my personal opinion. Please feel free to disagree. Very nice. I like the twist. I like the movement. It feels like the game is not really catering for for free-to-play players. I think very nice. Plenty of tickets. Oh my god. I don't know if I want to get Angel Weapon to OB10. Do I want to? Anyhow, how do you feel the ratio of like content for free-to-play players versus content for whales and kraken is? Because even in the ranking event is for those people that are extremely dedicated. And I'm not saying whales or krakens. I have seen people that are extremely good at this game and they don't have OB10 all the weapons. Actually, they are like even scoring in the top 10 of my group. So far, it's one example. It's like such a fantastic player. And the thing is, like, the game feels to be catering for like hardcore players lately and not so much for casuals, in my opinion. I don't know if you will agree with me, but it feels like if you're not playing for a week, you're going to be missing a lot of things, although those lot of things is not really that important in the big scheme of things. So I'm having like a bit of like mixed feelings with this game lately, in the sense of like, of course I'm going to keep playing. It's not about that, the mixed feelings. It's like mixed feelings in the sense of everything feels too fast paced. And wow, 3. So, and because of that, I'm starting to feel a bit of like unease. You know, I'm not feeling great about like how fast the game is going. Not because there have been many events. It's not even that. It's like the events come and go and then they disappear. We get some level of reward, some random weapons. The free weapons are getting really good. I really like that. I really, really like that. But it's just like the permanent content. Like there is not really much permanent content apart from some summons every now and then and a few things here and there. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think about the ratio of content? Like I was reading a few of you and yeah, I'm starting to not feel like really that the game will. I'm starting to become like one of those people that can see that the game is like coming to like a troublesome period of time, perhaps, and perhaps I'm reading too much into it, but it's just like I don't think the game is like, even though the players are there, I don't think the game is using the best mechanics to sustain itself and live longer, even though it has the foundations. I would love to see, honestly, would love to see any like more mini games, for example, like the card game, right? Like Queen's Blood or any other game, any other card game. I would love to see Queen's Blood or something along those lines. I would love to see more permanent content, and I'm missing that. Somehow, like the events feels too fast-paced for me. What do you think about this? Are you feeling like content with the latest events? Because yeah, that's kind of like my main issue lately. That if I'm not really able to play for a whole weekend, because I'm especially on like festivities and stuff like that, I have like more other things to attend, not only, and other things on top of my normal schedule. So then I wonder, yeah, it's difficult. Even though also this game is like completely like easy. Like it's not really a game that you will spend hours and hours. It's not like an MMO. But one second, it's not like an MMO. But the amount of investment that you need to do in ranking events, it is like an MMO. Because you really need to rinse and repeat over and over again. And at some point, you're fighting the game itself. You're fighting like the mechanics. You're fighting how the rating system works in the game. So then, because of that, the level of dedication is like you need to put like a lot of hours. So it doesn't really become like a casual game anymore. It's only like a game for hardcore players. Even more than that, hardcore players then pay a little bit of money. Maybe it's not Kraken money or whale money. Maybe it's just like the battle pass and 50 quid every now and then. But it feels like, yeah, I think we are losing track. I think the devs are losing track of like how to make this game more sustainable. Let's pull for the free weapons and see what happens. I love that they're bringing all these free pulls and free draws. I think the quality of lives are so needed. Quality of life improvements are so needed. But also I think we need permanent content. Because as someone said once, banners are not really content. They are something else, right? They are the gacha problem. And then here is where all the problem is in the gacha problem, right? Like, because everything surrounds around the gacha, it feels like content is secondary. So I really like that they are bringing this level of like ranking event. Don't get me wrong. I think they are fantastic, especially if you are a dedicated player. It's the time for you to shine and to enjoy the game the most. I just think that we need something else. We need something else other than your personal ranking and your guild battle ranking. I think we need more mini games like Chocobo Racing or card games. I have seen how successful is Pokemon TCG Pocket, taking an existing game and making it like pocket version. I don't know why we don't have Queen's Blood or any other, more mini games inside this game so that the game could last longer. Like, don't get me wrong, I really want this game to succeed. I love this game, and because of that, I care. And I'm seeing that, yeah, it feels like it's losing its momentum. Like, we have been here for a year plus, and the game feels more or less the same as the beginning. Like, there hasn't been like major changes. Brands was a massive change. Brands was something game breaking, but it's more gacha inside the gacha mechanics. So the good thing about Brands is that it really helps free-to-play players. But what's the content to use those brands? Lately, it's only in ranking and PvP, which is like for extreme hardcore players. But what about the casuals? What about the casuals? Where are the content for casuals? Do you see where I'm going? Am I explaining myself? What do you think about this? Anyhow, so let's go for a bit more polls. We are in OB6, and I have like some premium tickets that we could use. I think it would be really nice. Angel Weapon only drop once? Seriously? I mean, I'm fine with that, honestly. But I think we need at least his weapon to OB6. And it's so crazy how many tickets you need for. Honestly, like if you have 300 premium tickets, I think 200 tickets for an OB10. It should be like, that's it, right? I feel like the game gets really bad in terms of your odds because you don't have the guaranteed weapons after page 3 and 4. I think they should completely bring guaranteed weapon in page 3 and 4, or bring a PT system. Or I think honestly, the gacha needs to work. I think this gacha system, I understand is always going to be gacha. I'm not trying to say stop the gacha. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that either we need a PT system or we need more guaranteed draws. And within the two approaches, or something else. And between the two approaches, I would prefer guaranteed copies, because weapons only last like 2 to 3 months tops. So like we really need more guaranteed copies. If not, like it becomes extremely expensive to the point that is, even for whales, it's not even easy to, like the level of FOMO that they're bringing. I think it could lead the level of FOMO plus how few events are casual. I think it could bring to, I think they could be, like the meme where the guy is cycling and then he puts like a stick in the wheel, in the front wheel, and then the guy drops. I think Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis is becoming a bit like that. It's becoming a game where it plays against itself a little bit. And I'm feeling like, yeah, they have all the good foundation to make a fantastic game, but it's about to, like, now is the best time to play the game, by the way. But at the same time, it's about to go skyrocket, and then it doesn't. It goes, and then it goes back. It doesn't really fly. Oh, samurai outfit. It doesn't really fly because we are missing a bit more, right? the game is good as a secondary game. The game is good if you have a busy schedule. The game is good for many things, but the game is bad if you want to feel that you belong to like a game that is evolving, right? And it's evolving with you, like other live services. Like, for example, if you look at Wuthering Waves or Honkai Star Rails, I know they are in different categories, but even Reverse 1999, which is in a similar category than this one, they feel like they are evolving with the players. And I don't think Final Fantasy is evolving as much. I think it's like doing tiny baby steps. What do you think about that? Do you think the game will survive 2025? I have no doubt the game will survive 2025 for sure. But I wonder, what do you think? And I think it's after 2025 when we will perhaps see a problem if the game doesn't adapt and bring us something else. Also, where's Vincent? Where are my 5-star weapons? Oh dear. Okay, let's check here. In which page are we? We're at 300 tickets down. Woo! Nice. You see, you ask for it, and then the game drops. That was a beautiful coincidence. Okay, let's go for it. Let's see. Called Vincent. One copy here, and then one there, and then with the with the shop. I can do another one here. Do I want to use the specific weapon parts? I think so. And with the shop, we get OB10. Fine. And then let's look for Angel. Where is it? Where is it? Also, like, what's going to happen when Sid drops? Oh, I only got 2 copies? Like 1.5? It's going to be tricky. It's going to be really tricky to really use Vincent in PvP, only with OB2. I mean, it's good that... What is this going to do? Fire resist decrease mid, but it's really slow. It needs to be high on one hit to really be... Maybe we can make it work, but it's not looking promising. Also, the fire potency, well, we will see like once we uncap it. Let's go with 110. I don't think I'm going to be able to use Angel. It feels like always 3 more, right? I mean, the good thing about these weapons is that they are feature, so they will come at some point. No rush on that. So maybe I should pull more on stream. The good thing that I got Stalwart Integrity max out. I mean, I almost have all his weapons max out. It's just the newer one. And yeah, so that was today's content. A reflection, like, you know, lately when I do summons, I also like to think about the game. A reflection of like the state of the game lately. If we look into the events, for example, Eligor Hunt, Krasi, the Frenzy Battle, Gone. This is just like Actuar. Holiday Quest. Yeah, this one is a good example for like casual content that you can do. Ranking is like for dedicated players, and Critical Threat is really good that it's coming back. So yeah, this one is also like kind of like for casual players. But then it will go away, and I'm really happy that they are bringing this back, by the way. This is really good. I think they should continue with this 4 events, let's say 3 events, but then perhaps add something extra so that here we could see Chocobo races in expeditions, or maybe the Queen's Gambit, so we could start playing cards, you know, play cards where you are waiting for your materia to synth. Wouldn't that be a great world to live in? That you're playing your card game, you're doing your quest, you're waiting for your stamina to regen, and then in the meantime you are inside the game doing other things. That would be a fantastic game to play. So that's my reflection for today. If someone is listening, you know, if a developer is listening, please like tell us. It would be also good to start doing more developer comms, like what's the roadmap? Not only give us like, not only the snapshot, but what are your thoughts about the game? What do you want to see bringing into the game? And if we could have more conversations, I think that would be fantastic. Anyhow, thanks a lot for watching. And if you like this type of content, please consider subscribe or like the channel and leave a comment. Happy holidays, happy festivities. Until next time, cheerios.